She has brought millions, I wouldn't be surprised if it's billions of eyes onto the W and onto women's sports. Mm-hmm. She is a Kobe Bryant. And that's how Diana was. That's how Sue was. Like, we've had these types of people, but this is just bigger because the media platform is bigger than it ever has been. I don't have an ego, so I'm able to just tell the truth. Like, if it was someone else, I'd be like, yeah, like Angel Reese, she's also brought millions of fans. You know what I mean? I think Caitlyn has brought way more, but I also think she has too. Like, I'm just not naive, and I might be blonde, but I'm not fucking dumb. People who say I'm a clout chaser, no, I'm just being honest about why the league is where it is at.
The truth is finally erupting inside the WNBA, and it's coming from the one player with absolutely nothing to lose. Sophie Cunningham has officially reached a breaking point, calling out the league, calling out the culture, and calling out the orchestrated attacks on Caitlin Clark that the WNBA never wanted you to hear. This isn't drama, it's an expose.
Cunningham, if it wasn't for Sophie Cunningham's podcast, I never would have had this eureka moment. Sophie Cunningham came to the Indiana Fever in the offseason. She's been taking full advantage of every opportunity she's gotten. An opportunity on the court, balling. An opportunity to protect Caitlin Clark, did that. Off the court, endorsement deals. Off the court, advertisers are falling in love with her. We got Colin Cowherd saying, hey, Sophie, you want your own podcast? Sophie Cunningham says, sure, I'll take my own podcast. And what has Sophie Cunningham been doing on this podcast? Letting us in on some secrets? Yeah, love that. Pulling back the curtain on some time? Yeah, love that too.
For months, fans have watched the WNBA mishandle the biggest superstar the league has ever seen. But Sophie Cunningham, fearless, unfiltered, brutally honest, is exposing everything that went wrong. From secret locker room plans to teach Caitlin Clark a lesson, to jealousy-driven all-star votes, to officiating scandals, the real story behind Clark's treatment is finally surfacing.
Caitlin Clark, and do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk
dude.
to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem. I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend, we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit. And she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. And I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan.
Long before the WNBA embraced Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham already saw the truth. Before Clark broke attendance records. Before the massive TV ratings. Before the endorsements. Sophie knew exactly what was coming.
When you see all this vitriol of people who cannot stand her, it's like, okay, well, what has she done wrong?
Yeah.
She's a great basketball player, so you might not think it's fair that she's the face of the league. And that's understandable because there have been fantastic players in the WNBA for a long time. But Caitlin didn't disparage them. She just came in and kind of changed the game with her style. So I think it's one of those things where you have to say, okay, maybe I don't think it's fair based on the previous women who have been in this league, but it's not Caitlin's fault. All she's done is elevate the game for all of us. And I think instead of being pissed off about that, you should be appreciative of that and say, maybe it's not fair, but it's not your fault.
And I get other players, like they've worked hard and they've worked to build this league up over their time, and all of a sudden this young player comes in and now all the attention is on her.
But while Sophie was praising Clark, the rest of the league had other plans. Clark received over 1.2 million fan votes, yet WNBA players ranked her the 9th best guard. 9th. The message was clear. Jealousy had officially gone mainstream.
But time and time again, Sophie Cunningham has repeatedly been calling out the officiating. And what's one thing the WNBA holds over these players' heads? Ooh, I'm going to fine you. Ooh, if you call out the officiating, I'm going to fine you. And the players say, no, I can't afford that. So they keep it all hush-hush. But Sophie Cunningham, she's sitting on a pile of money. So when Kathy Engelbert hears her say something about the referees, Kathy says, here's a fine. And Sophie says, okay, here's payment.
This was the moment everything changed. Not speculation. Not rumors. A direct admission from a player who heard the plans herself.
They went and got Sophie Cunningham, 6-year-old black belt. This is what the Bulls did with Charles Oakley to protect Michael Jordan. And I said this last year several times. The WNBA is not a vertical league. Their players can't jump over each other to score like the NBA. It's a horizontal chippy league. And you didn't watch the NBA for the last 10 to 12 years. It has always been physical and always been chippy. You get into a lot of collisions because there's no Ja Morant here. There's no Ant Edwards. They don't jump over. It's a horizontal physical league. And Caitlin Clark now is like kerosene to the physicality flame. So you have physicality in this league, and now you get this flashy player, and they don't know how to officiate her, they don't know how to defend her.
Sophie wasn't just exposing one team. She was exposing a culture. A culture where calling out bad officiating gets you fined. A culture terrified of the truth.
I mean, you know, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way. And so just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing. She's still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her. And now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge. And when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody. And so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that like just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, I stick up for myself.
But it was one moment, one foul, that made Sophie Cunningham go nuclear.
Like I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of like, no, we're going to prove her, we're going to show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And like, I get it to a certain extent. And like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're going to treat them. But there's just more for her. So it's her second year. And like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like actually it's just too much. And like, it's just, I'm over. And if I'm saying it's too much, then it's probably too.
That single play blew up online. And within 24 hours, Sophie gained nearly 1 million new followers. Not because she started a fight, but because she finally did what the WNBA refused to do: protect its most valuable player.
Of this new little wave of
they are, but I just hate that because like this is what we've always wanted as a league. So like who cares who gets the credit? And if you're smart, you're making money off of them.
Yeah,
like you are literally making money from the viewership.
And what she made the chirp was about how she didn't help plan the fucking
who cares shirts. Like who cares? You know what I mean? Like I just hate when like people do stuff to get, it's like clickbait. Yeah. Like, you know, and there's so much clickbait, especially surrounding Caitlin. And so like, it's just like, just be nice. Like, why can't people just be nice? Yeah. That's what I don't, coming from the girl who
I was just saying, we just talked for 2 hours about how you fucking beat someone up.
Just be nice. It's not that hard.
When Sophie joined the Fever, she made her mission public. Protect Caitlin Clark. Support her. Guide her. And use her platform to tell the truth, even when the truth made the league uncomfortable.
The impact that Caitlin has, that's where players would be wise to kind of uplift Caitlin even more, or try and catapult her, because it only does wonders for the league. Like they are able to wear "pay me what you owe me" shirts because they're getting a new TV rights deal because of Caitlin Clark. So like there's so many sides to this, but like at the end of the day, it's what's best for the league, and it's what's best for these players individually if Caitlin Clark kind of continues to build.
Behind all the drama is the part players hate, but Sophie understands better than anyone: the business.
Oh, not last week, a couple days ago, when Caitlin Clark got destroyed, her girl Sophie came to her defense, and this was the most beast mode thing that I've seen a woman do in WNBA history. I'm not for the violence, you know what I'm saying? But I am for you saying, if y'all want to get busy out here, we can get busy out here. And I know we got some clips of Sophie outside of basketball going to the game. So I just want to put the whole picture together, right? Good at basketball. She's fighting back for Caitlin Clark. And then, you know, she showed up to the games.
Everyone eats because of Caitlin Clark. Players wearing "pay me what you owe me" shirts. That money comes from bigger TV deals. Those deals come from Clark.
So the Fever saw it coming. They went and got Sophie Cunningham, 6-year-old black belt. This is what the Bulls did with Charles Oakley to protect Michael Jordan. And I said this last year several times. The WNBA is not a vertical league. Their players can't jump over each other to score like the NBA. It's a horizontal chippy league. And you didn't watch the NBA for the last 10 to 12 years. It has always been physical and always been chippy. You get into a lot of collisions because there's no Ja Morant here. There's no Ant Edwards. They don't jump over. It's a horizontal physical league. And Caitlin Clark now is like kerosene to the physicality flame. So you have physicality in this league, and now you get this flashy player, and they don't know how to officiate her, they don't know how to defend.
But instead of embracing the biggest star in women's basketball history, the league allowed resentment to grow, allowed jealousy to thrive, allowed Clark to be targeted.
Of the games, that's a really close second. And so they're always 10 plays ahead of everyone. They're always on a different wavelength. And I'm just happy that I got my time with Ichi. I love her to death. I'm so excited to watch her docuseries. I think she deserves the world and more. I know she's enjoying retirement, probably going crazy because she's also psycho. And I've said that multiple times, but, it's been fun to be a sponge. And then kind of talking with Caitlin, just kind of seeing that she's at the beginning of her professional career, but there's a lot of similarities there.